And we're good. Yay. Things are thinking. Our Twitch is twitching. Our YouTube is YouTubing. Good job. Yay. So we should be good. Let's shrink that. Our phone magic is phone magicked. Hopefully nothing explodes. But we should be good. Emphasis on should. You never know. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. What is this? Oh! You know, I'm glad Remy sent me this, because that was actually on my mind. And I definitely would have forgotten it otherwise. He probably already sent it to Meow. But, you know what? Let me open this, actually. Let's see. Anything else over here? No? Great. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. 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 Bam. Ah! Okay, we're good. No, matter of fact, hold on. Let me go find this, because I, like, actually looked at the thing. Let me go pull it up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, bottle, don't explode. There's stuff on the table. Quit it. Yeah, you know, there we go. Yeah, I had to start off this Yu-Gi-Oh stream talking about silly Monster Hunter Wilds stuff, but it's silly. Bum 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 bum. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Let me copy that. And then bam. Yay! Alrighty. Enough pre-yapping. Let's actually yap. God, my head hurts. Yeah, so apparently, yesterday, by the gift of God and research and a Reddit user named Tilmerande, that's fun to say, has done some figuring out and what's abouts for one of Violet's many performance issues. Long story super short, turns out the game basically like checks to see if you have DLC way too fucking much and way too fucking often and causes severe performance issues. What the fuck? How does that happen? Like, actually, how does that happen? God, I miss the days of video game optimization being fantastic. To the point where, like, I really don't want to play newer games. Like, at all, because they'll run like dog shit, and it really won't be my fault. Which, you know, I want it to be my fault, alright? I break games all the time, it happens. Dude, I think the... I broke an idle game a while ago! And I'm like, oops. It happens. But, thankfully, today's the day where the music doesn't die, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Yu-Gi-Oh!ing. Yeah, I am pretty tired, as you might expect. The past couple of days have not been great for me head-wise, so we'll just be talking about good old replays. I like good old replays. Good old replays make me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, and it feels great. So, before we get to my own, check out some Duel. Actually, no. Before we even do that, now I gotta talk some shit, cause I got the Yummy bundle, right? So I'm like, all right, this should be great. You know, nice little head start on Yummy, bruh. I got a cookie. A singular cookie. Bruh, come on! I know it's like a pack thing, but like, please! You're being silly! Don't be silly! I wanna play Yummy! I wanna play with the funny snack machines, what are you doing? I'm like, well, you know, that's not great. But, you know, maybe it'll be better, you know? So I finally saved up enough for the Makanko one. At least I got the Alt Art Hue leak. Hi, RB. I got Royal Cookie. I got a single cookie. I got a cookie from the bundle. Spent 3K on Volcanics. That's impressive. No URs. Listen, I'm glad the game at least has, like, a backup system of some kind for when you're, like, doing that, but I just wish it was, like, when you pull from, like, the secret packs, well, I don't like the fact that generic cards are, like, so highly available in secret packs. Like, why else would I be pulling from the secret pack except to get things that are specifically in there and there only? Like, I don't want generic stuff. I'm pulling from the secret pack. The whole reason I want this is because I want the specific things in it. Oh, dude, yeah. This is, dude, that motherfucker keeps popping up and will not leave. Now, what's the one that happens to me a lot? Stealth Kraken. Yeah, Stealth Kraken. I keep getting the fucking Kraken. He won't leave me alone. That's the one that pops up the most for me. Tried Bestials but never got him. Yeah, I was, like, a bit cognizant, because I knew, like, oh yeah, these things are gonna be great in, like, a bajillion decks, so. Legacy Pack exclusive? No, it's not just from that, it's from, like, all the stuff that gives generic URs, he's popped up in for me. Like, a ton of stuff. He won't leave me alone. He keeps sneaking up on me. I have spawns. Yeah, I have a bunch of those too. Number 4? I'm pretty sure it's number 4. Hold on, let me double check. How to obtain legacy pack. Bro, I swear, I keep getting this guy in like non-legacy pack stuff. Maybe I'm just tripping. I could just be misremembering. That is always an option. I am dumb. Ah! So yeah, oh yeah, Legend Anthology. Here's what I've been using. I've just literally just took out the Primite stuff in my Blue Eyes deck, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Here's Blue Eyes. Pretty simple. Turns out a lot of decks actually can't deal with Buster Blader just telling the entire board no. Metamorph Agent Cure. Yeah, I'm so glad. I know in February they're probably gonna make a new, or they're probably making a new Blue Eyes and Dark Magician structure, and they're probably gonna have the splash art cards in them. Emphasis on probably. I don't know why else they would be doing that. So that's gonna be really nice to be able to have those a bit more accessible. Dark Magician is weird for me. Every time I try a new Dark Magician, I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. And then something new pops out where it's like, hey, look, Dark Magician's better. And then I try it, and I'm like, yeah, I still don't like it. Bundle probably instead. No, it's probably gonna, because they're removing the structures. So I think they're gonna just straight up replace the structures, but they'll let you keep the cards you got from them already. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a bundle too, but that would be really weird to remove the structures and add a bundle. That would be, like, really awkward. So I think they're probably just going to do, like, new structures to have with the new cards. Can we have the structures for free? I don't know. I don't mind the price point, though. Like, 500 gems for it is, like, not bad. And if they make them well enough, you probably only need 2. Yeah, I don't mind the structure price, honestly. Ooh, yay! Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Fusion Synchro is not available yet, but yeah, I'll probably just be using Dragon Maid Draco Tail for that. Maybe something else if I get bored? I don't know. Did they bully Centurion? They usually bully Centurion for these events. I actually have not checked that. Let's see, that's all available. Alrighty, is Crimson available? Hold on. Crimson is available. Alright, well, I could do Centurion. The only bully ritual is, like, a Voiceless Voice. Yeah, Voiceless Voice is, like, notorious for getting bullied out of these events. Here's the thing, though. I get why in this instance, because the whole point is that it's supposed to be, like, based around a specific extra deck type. So, ignoring that just goes against the core of the event. So, yeah, they usually ban that. It just turns out, yeah, they just, you know, Voiceless Voice is just straight up basically a ritual deck. I don't, Voiceless sucks! So, yeah, it's weird, but, you know, they'll make do. Alrighty. Is it allowed in this? Let's double check that. Fusion Synchro. Not really, no. Yeah, you've got Saphira, you've got Barrier, you've got other Saphira, but you don't have the big guy and you don't have Low, so unless you want to be, like, really weird, no. butterfly. I don't know. Like, ritual decks are so weird in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can hand loop for one. Oh, you know, hold on, here's a... Let's see. Is Monarch allowed? Honestly, that's a good couple of them. You're gonna be playing old school Monarch, but Monarch is possible. That's cursed. Yeah, I've got some tea here, by the way. Just regular black tea, but we got wild honey. Wildflower honey when we went grocery shopping the other day. This is really good. Anything that makes drinking tea easier. Also, there we go. Let's see, what other, like, weird... Oh, they also let you use, like, a handful of link monsters that are related to, Synchro and Fusions. They finally let you do that. So yeah, a couple of these that are, like, related to Fusion or Synchro things are allowed. Gotta sleep now, it's finals month, you got presentation. Good luck! You can do it! Oh yeah, Yummy got absolutely like... Oh no, they're still playing on! Yeah, you can still play Yummy. You got one Snatchy, but you can live. But yeah, you got this! Listen, no matter what, just remember, you're in... Actually, you said you're in college, right? Yeah, listen, you've got a higher education than me, you can do it! So remember, no Russian. I mean... I can fail and do the next amender. Exactly! Yeah, when I got my GED, I did them all in, like, one, and it was like, well, I say one, you had to do the 4 subjects, like, you know, whenever you wanted, but I did them month after month, basically, and did them fine. I did them in order of, like, most likely I would be fine with, and least likely, and I was exactly correct. Alrighty. On to some replays, but of course that means we start with Duel Live, because we have to. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, hold on. I'm thinking right now, actually, before I, like, go over these replays, I should probably pull from the current, next time I do a 10 pull, I should probably pull from the current pack so I could actually finish Yummy. And, because now that Mikanko has a secret pack, I don't need to worry about, like, trying to get these cards anymore, per se. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I have vocalized that. I will now remember it. I don't know why that works so much, but it does. Alrighty, on to some Duel Life. Alrighty, Duelist B is going first. Our player is a Yummy player. We've got Cookie, Maxi, Ash Blossom, Fulos, and Dark Ruler. Oh boy, they're gonna break your board. Yep, this is Yummy, alright. Oh, we've got the new guy, the Gorgon. Smash, and... Yeah, you can't summon or set monsters to zones this points to. Monsters this card points to can attack. Their activated effects are negated. Attack equal to the attack it points to. Can't be destroyed while it points to no monsters. This is a neat card. I don't know how great it's going to be in the grand scheme of things, though. I'm not going to lie. I felt that way when I first saw this card. I'm like, yeah, that will be fine. But in the grand scheme of things, is that going to be that much better than other, like, IP targets? I don't really know. I wasn't really feeling it. Well, let's see if it comes into play this round. Alright, we are mobilizing. We're going to Ash Blossom to mobilize. No engaging for us today. I just mentioned, I like the aesthetic, kind of, but I also hate the aesthetic of the Eater of Millions just with their mouths wide open here, just eating car. I like Eater of Millions. I hate this. This bothers me. Oh god, it's a mirror match! Alright, send away Fuelos. We get cross out, that's fine. We've got Max C. Bam. Alright, Max C goes through. Fuelos doesn't. There's a surprise. Alright, we got Snatchy. Ah, I see. We are on Mitsurugi. Or Yummy Mitsurugi. Bam. Really, we're starting with the Mitsurugi, I guess. Yeah, because, yeah, they're gonna surprise, so... Into Yummy. Yummy way. We're gonna blow up the Mitsurugi guy. Boom. They're probably holding on to the Dark Ruler because they want to try and kill this turn, which I suppose that makes sense. There goes Habakiri. As mentioned, like most people, I think the best thing about the Yummy cards are the dumb faces on most of their things. Look at this little goober. Look at him. What do you think is his IQ? That is not an answerable question. The correct answer is he has none, alright? This little goober has no thoughts in his brain, alrighty? That little guy can smell colors right now. It's great. Alright, Cookie comes back. We bring out Saji. That brings out Ritual. Here goes the Ritual. We snatch! There's Cookie Yummy. There's, Murakumo. The triggers Habakiri. We flip Murakumo face down. But we force them to discard. There goes, Lollipop, I think. We have a mirror now. He blowed up. Out comes the Lollipop. Send him back. End. Alright, we've got Marshmallow. We purify the marshmallows! The marshmallow blew up. We're gonna Ghost Bell. We're telling Murakumo to stay in there, as we should. He deserves it. He knows what he did. Bonk. Comes Yumusement. That's fun to say. Here's the cup. Here's the cookie. Out comes Lollipop Yummy Way. And yeah, now he just dies. Like, I know the game plan was to just like hold out. I think you would have been better off, like, hitting the Dark Ruler to stop the Snatchy from being able to get them there to begin with. Why use Board Breaker when you know Break Board? Board Breaker for Break Board. Break Board with Board Breaker. That what Board Breaker do. Alrighty, on to our my own replays. We have 5. 5, right? Yeah, 5. Let's check them out. Here we have, this was a ranked duel. This is Raid Raptor against, Braden's Forget the Trap Tricks, yeah. Do 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 do. Alrighty, what do we got? I'm going first. I have Raider's Wing, Double Strange Lanius, Called By, and Cross Out. Alright, what would I do here? I need to summon one of these things. I'm thinking probably summon Raiders, because Strangle can special summon itself. Yeah, normal Raider, special Lanius, or, yeah, Strangle, there we go. That gets us Raider's Knight. We can proc. There's Brave Strix. Yoink. There's Skip Force. We're skipping. There's Arsenal Falcon. We now activate Arsenal Falcon. Send away Brave Strix. That brings out Tribute Lanius. Tribute Lanius gets impermed, though. We're gonna cross out, though. I run literally one imperm as a cross-out target in this deck. That is all it is there for. So that lets us send Fuzzy. Now Fuzzy procs. Fuzzy goes to hands. Fuzzy special summons. We take Fuzzy and Arsenal Falcon. We make Wise Strix. Yep. We proc. Out comes Ultimate Falcon. That lets us get Mimicry. That lets us set Rise rank up. Alright, we have 4 Strix on board. We're doing pretty good. There's Bloom Vulture for next turn. We activate Mimicry. That lets us get Roost. I probably should have done that earlier. I always forget about doing this earlier, to be quite honest. We special summon these two. And we get another 4 Strix on board. Lets us add Glorious Bright. Set that down. And we add a monster for next turn. Set down our own Called By, and we're good. This is a great board. I like this board. This board is my friend. Rika Glamour. Battle phase. Evenly. And now I'm sad. And now I am very sad. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, hold on. Ba 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 na na na. Ba na 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 na. Ba na 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 na. Ba 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 ba. God, Gen 5 music is so good. Yeah. Give me a quick moment. It seems some other new losers have decided to start throwing around their fucking view bots. You know, I have better things to do. You lame-ass motherfuckers, go somewhere else. Now I gotta re-find where to find this damn thing. Hold on. Do 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 do. Your mom's a dozing dragon. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, there we go. Get out of here, you silly view bots. Go somewhere else. If I had $500 to waste on view bots, you think I'd spend it buying view bots? Stream names have been losing in quality. You gotta work on that. No, it's been the exact same quality. You're only now noticing how poor in quality they are. You gotta up that shit. Nah. No thank you. I will prefer keeping it low to the ground, alright? It's way better than fucking... These Master Duel replays will get your wife pregnant. Like, I'm good. We don't fucking need to... No. Listen, not all attention is good attention. I don't want fucking 2-year-old fetuses watching this video with the attention span of a peanut. I'm good. The worst part is, that fucking title I just came up with probably still isn't even, like, the worst one. There's probably worse actual ones out there. Yeah, like, what do we... Yeah, exactly! Like, come on, like, we don't need that. You're all adults. You're all mature enough. You all have an actual attention span. I don't need you to fucking goad you into clicking some shit. Listen, you see something that's, like, reasonable, you click it, and then that's exactly what I want, alright? I want reasonable people to be clicking this, alright? I don't need fucking... Like, oh god, like, that shit's annoying as hell when it pops up, but dude... Listen, be the content you want to see in the world. So yeah. Anyway, back to the actual fucking replay. I got even lead, and now I'm sad. Unfortunately, I won round 1, and the opponent did a triple backflip off the 3rd story and broke his neck in 2 places. Yeah. Except I'm the one that fucking backflipped off the 3rd story building, and now I got my back broken in, what was that, 11? How many cards is that I just lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards. I lost 10 cards. And all I've got is Rise Rank Up. And oh boy, this is now a problem because I was in a perfect position to be able to activate this card a moment ago. Now I'm not. Okay, all you need to know about Rise Rank Up is that I use this card to summon Rising Rebellion Falcon. And in order to do that, I need monsters on the field and in my graveyard with ranks equal to 13. The easiest way to do that is by using 2 4s and a 5. Problem, I have no 4s on my field anymore. So now this is a problem. Because you need a monster on the field. At least one needs to be on the field. And now I see I'm going against Trap Tricks. Normally, which would be a great matchup for me, has now been turned all of a sudden because of 1 card. And now this is going very south. Because yeah, Trap Tricks has difficulty dealing with towers, especially one as big as Rising Rebellion. They're not going to be able to build the damage to be able to punch him. So now this is scary. Alright? I've got to deal with this fucking goober and this girl's gigantic forehead. Alright? And normally pigeons are really good at hitting gigantic foreheads. Look at it. Look at all that surface area. It's a great target. I can't hit it now. Alrighty. Good news and bad news. The bad news is I just drew Motarmi Fualos, which is not great. The good news is I just drew Motarmi Fualos, which is at the very minimum still a level 4 winged beast. So in the weirdest, most twisted of ways, I can still actually potentially do my combo here. All I need, let's double check my graveyard. We have a 5 and we have a 4. All I need is to make one more rank 4. And then I can summon Rising Rebellion. And I'll probably win from that. We're going to start by using Skip Force's effect, which they're going to Holutea. Damn you, Holutea. That lets us bring back Raider's Knight. They're going to use Sarah to bring out Pudica in order to banish Raider's Knight, and now they're going to set Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Which is not great, because, yeah, that's not good, because that stopped my monster from doing stuff, but I don't really need my monsters to do things, is the thing. We're going to use Bloom Vulture. They're going to use Called By on Bloom Vulture, and here's where I think they fucked up. They probably should have hit Brave Strix instead and gotten rid of my 5. And now that they have not done that, goodbye, Bloom Vulture. We can normal summon Fulos, use some Morg's effect to normal summon itself when a Wing Beast is summoned. Out comes Force. We can use Raider's Wing in order to special summon itself. We can use Force Strix in order to add Fuzzy Lanius, which lets us special summon it. And just like that, we have 4s again. Time to bring out our big angry pigeon! He's a very big angry pigeon. Yeah, I was not kidding when I said this card is, really annoying to deal with. Like, I think of all the tower monsters that exist in Yu-Gi-Oh!, this one's definitely up there as far as difficulty to remove after it's there. If you're trying to, you know, punch it. It can beat out the Lunalight one, because it has more attack. It can... You're probably not summoning the Arrival Cyber's at Ignister, so you don't need to worry about that. But if you do summon it with all 6 materials, then that one technically hits harder, but that's much harder to do. And there's better options for Ignister to be doing. Meanwhile, this thing not only just has a ton of attack naturally, it gets more attack when it has Raidraptor monsters as materials, which is going to be all the time. So now... things just die. My main goal is to blow up, because yeah, he's also a board wipe. So, they're going to banish Holutea in order to bring out Sarah, which lets me bring out something of my own. They're going to use Dionea to bring out Pudica. They're going to target Bloom Vulture. Using Sarah's effect, there goes Nightmare. There goes Bloom Vulture getting banished by Pudica. Out comes Strenna. So they will use Strenna to add Rika Princess back to hand. Bam. Yeah, I like this song. Out comes Aromaseraphine Jasmine. And out comes Teardrop the Rika Queen. So I see what they're going for here. You see, tower monsters are notoriously difficult to remove, except via one way, by tributing them for summoning another monster. Because you basically cannot negate special or summoning conditions. So that's why kaijus are as strong as they are. Kaijus can very easily get rid of tower monsters, because tower monsters are unaffected by card effects, but the summoning condition of a card is not its effect. That is how it is able to be played, right? It is the way to get the card on the board effectively, not its actual effect. That is how you use it. That is how it is able to be used. Here's a big problem, though. The Rikas don't tribute in order to summon things. They tribute things as removal, meaning their tributing counts as an effect and not a summoning condition. Meaning Teardrop the Rika Queen will not be able to tribute over Rising Rebellion Falcon right now. And just like that, they tried, and it did not work, because it doesn't summon. It's not a summoning condition. It is an effect now. Remember, use your lava golems. They're funny, alright? Simply eat him with a big lava man, and it gets rid of him. I promise. Alrighty, this was a... What was this, actually? I remember. This was during a tryout duel for a mini thing where there was no URs allowed, only SR and below. Naturally, that means I used Marincess, because Marincess is incredibly cheap, and there was some reason why I didn't want to use Skull Servant. I don't remember the reason, but I decided to use Marincess here. So Marincess it is. Bam! Alrighty, our opponent is going first. They have Goblin Thief, inflict 500 damage to your opponent, gain 500 life points. But why though? 2 face downs, 3 face downs. What the hell? Alrighty, that's weird, but we'll live. Thankfully, Marincess has basically a bajillion 1-card combos, so I'll be able to go here, no problem. We're gonna start off with MBT, as that's the best one. And then I see this, Soul Levy. You can only control 1 Soul Levy. Each time your opponent special summons a monster, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. What the fuck is this? I don't think I've ever seen this card before in my life. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's look it up. Let's see, Soul Levy came out in 2019 in Chaos Impact. I've never heard of this card before in my life. Let's see, what else came out around that? Oh, ironically enough, Marincess. Marincess is in that pack. Unchained was in that pack. That's funny. Yeah, Chaos. Some of the newer Gladiator Beasts were in there. Okay. I've never seen this card before. Alright, so, that's not great, because that's going to mill a lot of my deck. But it's also not terrible, because Marincess has a decent amount of interaction with their graveyard, so I don't mind if some of my monsters end up in there. Yo, Shuffle has been, like, going non-stop with the Pokemon songs. What the hell? I'm not playing Pokemon right now. Shuffle, stop it. So yeah, this will be weird. I must say, though, this card will be even weirder. This is Toll Hike. Each player must send 1 card from their hand to declare an attack. What the fuck? Like, what fucking boomer stun deck am I playing against? What is this? Alrighty, well, I sent Aqua Angel using MBT's effect. That's gonna send 3 more. Seahorse ended up there this time. We're gonna go into Blue Slug. That's gonna send 3 more. Again, honestly, I could have a worse deck to have to deal with this. Aqua Angel, Lancia, Desires. Well, Aqua Angel is the only Marincess one in there, so... Mandarin comes back to hand. Aqua Angel proc into Angel. Yep. Another Soul Levy. We'll add a Marincess spell. We'll proc Aqua Angel. they have a kaiju and a magic cylinder. So now I can't make the tower that I wanted to, because that's just gonna get kaiju'd. We were talking about that earlier. See, this is why it's important. And magic cylinder, which means he's going to reflect damage back at me at least one time during the battle phase. I am playing the most boomer burn deck I've ever seen in my life. What's going on here? We're gonna mill 3 more. We're gonna mill 3 more, but I need these monsters on board. I just need as many monsters on field as possible right now, basically. Out comes Marble Rock. We have 15 cards in deck. We'll live. I believe. Send Spring Girl back to hand. Maiden proc. We'll increase Blue Slug's damage. We'll summon Spring Girl. We'll mill 3 more. We'll mill 3 more, and now let's swing. An important habit that old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Has taught me. Always attack with your monsters from lowest to highest if you have the option. Because it means you eke out as much damage as possible before your opponent decides to do something retaliatory. So, we attack with Spring Girl, we attack with Seahorse, we attack with Slug, and we try to attack with Marble Rock, but that's when they decide to activate the Magic Cylinder. Bad news, I have no cards in hand, so I can't attack anymore until I get more. Naturally, they tribute over Marble Rock and give me a turtle. They have another face down there. I have no idea what that is. I draw Lancia, which, not the greatest, but we'll swing. Ah, Mirror Force, I see. Yeah, thankfully, because this was a SR and below event, I went out of my way to use other Marincess cards that you don't typically see in deck lists. Like Basilalima here, who has destruction protection when she's in the grave. Would be unfortunate if my opponent managed to send her to the grave for me this turn, or, you know, during this entire process. Oops. So now we're going to use Paracelsus, because now all I want to do is reload my hand so that I can kill next turn. Alright, one more face down, but we draw Seahorse. We're going to use, not Paracelsus, Pascalis. But add another card to hand, and now we're completely good. We are at more than enough. And then they surrender. Listen, I'm already an anti-surrender Andy, but you extra can't surrender if you're playing some stupid horseshit deck like this, and I play around you anyways. That's just lame. You're lame. You are a lame person. Like, come on, you're using an incredibly dumb, incredibly silly, uncompetitive strategy, and you get so upset that I managed to beat you anyway, you surrender? Bro! Skill issue! Like, come on, really? I try my best to go out of my way to not talk about, like, my opponent's play patterns in, like, a nebulous sense. Like, I don't care about what my opponent, or the attitude of my opponent most of the time, right? Because normally you just play better when you don't think about how they feel, but more you just think about what they're doing and why they might be doing it, right? When you remove yourself from that, you become a better competitive player because you're able to, like, view the round from a third-person perspective, and it makes you play better. Here, though, this annoyed me. Like, come on, dude, really? Really? Like, this would be, like, if I was playing, like, a fighting game against, like, a zoner who spent, like, the entire match, like, teabagging and, like, zoning me, but then I finally, like, get in, and then they just pull their Ethernet cord after. Like, come on! Really, dude? Yeah, some people just aren't having fun unless they're winning. Like, for me, this round was fun, literally until they surrendered, because I had to deal with a scenario that I'm just not used to in this game, so it basically just became like a real-life duel puzzle. And I like that. That's one of the reasons I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So much, is because of all the different ways that the matchups happen. And that was cool, until it wasn't, because he gave up. Like, come on, you couldn't at least let me get the lethal hit? Like, really? Right there? You waited until the literal last moment to surrender? Like, some people just spend too much time thinking about how their opponent feels, rather than just playing. You don't get it? You're a meanie pants for making him lose. Then don't play the game! You're gonna lose sometimes. That's how this game works. That's how all games work. Because he didn't let him combo with the Silly Billy deck. No, you're not getting it. The video game isn't fun unless I'm making it so my enemy can't have fun. Bro, some people unironically play games like that, and I'm just like, what? Then, like, why are you playing? Like, genuinely. Alrighty, up next, this is... We're playing cringe-ass game, come play Smite with me instead. Probably, yeah, like, after stream. They released the, like, hot fixes, yeah, you know, like, the performance issues you guys were having last time wasn't, like, unique to you, it was just, like, a big, it was a problem with the update itself that they fixed, so you should be good. Yeah, there was an issue with the update that they did, that they solved, so you should be good. Yeah, we should be good now. Up next, yeah, all these duels are during the festival. I've been using, Buster Blader Blue Eyes for all these duels. Our first duel is up against Man! I don't remember how this duel went. Alrighty, our duel against Man. My hand is ass! We have Fuelos, Jet Dragon, 2 Small World, and Prologue of the Destruction Sword. The Small Worlds are nice, the Fuelos can get something, I'm just wishing I had a starter. So I'm probably gonna have to Small World for the starter, unfortunately. Out comes Sengenjin. We're gonna activate Fuelos. Alrighty, so we'll get at least 1 draw when he summons from the extra deck. Also, yeah, wait. This guy's using Exodia Man? That's a fun deck. Out comes Heart of the Blue Eyes. Here goes the Millennium Ankh. They activate the Ankh. Here's an arm. Here's a head. Here's a leg. And a leg, and another arm. Out comes Incarnate. So I get 1. But I did draw Sage from that. But unfortunately, they have the Exodia traps back there, which is going to cause some problems. This is going to be pretty dangerous. Especially that Exod one, because it destroys all cards. We do have Jet Dragon, though, so we might be able to do something here. We're going to Small World for some bait. That worked. It's okay, we have another. And we'll add Maiden of White. We're gonna activate Sage. Sage gets cracked down. I hate this card. I really hate this card. Every time I see this card, I'm like, oh great, I'm dealing with a super villain right now. All you need to know is this card steals one of your opponent's monsters, and then they can't do anything. I hate this card. I like the Goemon on it, though. I'm always a big fan of seeing Goemon and friends on the cards. So yeah, they yoink my Sage, but thankfully I still get to draw a card afterwards. So now we're going to activate Maiden in order to set True Light. We're going to True Light for Roar. And now we Roar. Out comes Blue Eyes. That lets Maiden resummon herself. But they have Heart of Blue, which I did just summon a monster with 3,000 or more attack. So yeah, there goes that. We're unfortunately going to have to use the Maiden in order to go into Spirit with Eyes of Blue now. Which is not what I would have wanted, but it's what we're going to have to do. Because now we have Mausoleum. We can use the Mausoleum in order to send another Blue Eyes to Grave. We can use it to special summon Kaibaman. We can use Kaibaman to special summon one of our Blue Eyes. There we go. That's where they proc Exod. I expected as much. True Light procs, but it's something I don't care about. They're going to set another Exod the Fires of Rage, unfortunately, which makes it very hard to deal with. He's going to lose 1,000. I'm going to activate Prologue of the Destruction Sword here. He's probably going to negate it, though. Yeah. That's fine. We get to use Destruction Sword memories, at least. Which is debatably the more important thing to use here. Letting us bring out Buster Blader. They lose some life points. And yeah, I'm gonna get hurt a little bit here. There goes Exod, blowing up one of my cards. But thankfully, because one of my cards was just destroyed, I can summon Jet Dragon now. They add an arm to hand. They activate Golem. They set their guys in attack. He tries to attack with Exodia, but I just use Jet Dragon's effects to bounce him back. I don't know why he tried doing that. Out comes the Golem, adding Weiju Temple. Weiju Temple proc. We have Shield. We summon Shield. They have Ankh in hand. They activate Ankh. They resummon Exodia. There they go. Everything got destroyed. So yeah, it is literally all on the draw here. I need an absolutely crazy ass draw in order to be able to win right now. What do I draw? Ultimate Fusion. I would have lost. I would have lost. All they needed to do was literally not psych themselves into surrendering, and I would have lost. I literally, and I do mean literally, could not have won that duel, because the moment I play Ultimate Fusion, they just use Exodia's negate, and then I can't play. And they surrendered. They psyched themselves into losing. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. You don't get it? They didn't have what they wanted, so they wanted to go next. They would have won! Like, this might be the worst example of my opponent just literally let me win because they decided they needed to lose. I'm not having fun unless I'm winning. He was winning! He was winning! If I'm not winning how I want to, then I'm not winning! Alrighty, up next, If I'm not winning, then I'm losing. If I'm losing, then I'm a loser. Ooh, what, hold on. Alright, up next, this is a duel against, I'm pretty sure this person is just using the, yeah, the loner deck for, DDD. So let's see how this pans out. DDD, infamous, fuck, did I get censored? Apparently. Whatever it was, I didn't see it. DDD, infamously, one of the game's, more complex decks. A bit simpler thanks to the new support that streamlines the combo by a lot, but still a very intricate deck with a lot of layers. A while since you got censored that hard. Let's see, what do we open? We have Sage, Fuelos, Double Small World. That seems to be happening a lot. Small World, it doesn't seem to want to be in my hand unless it has its friend. And True Light. We can make this work. We have a Fuelos. We'll probably live. Out comes Swirl Slime. Alrighty. So, they take the Slime and the Savant Thomas into Genghis. They Swirl Slime again. They summon Orthros. They bring back Thomas. Why do you hate women so hard? Out comes Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh sets their scales. They Pendulum Summon. Orthros comes out. Now, fun thing about the Pendulum Summons, every time they resummon a Pendulum from that extra deck, I'm still gonna get a draw. That was bad. Good lord. There goes that scale. Savant Kepler adds Dark Contract with the gate. Out comes Scale Surveyor. Scale Surveyor activated. Can I just mention, by the way, DDD has some of the most fascinating artwork in Yu-Gi-Oh! To me, because it is a combination of, like, science equipment and science names and science, it's a bunch of famous scientists, and a bunch of warlords. Like, here's Savant Kepler. Oh, that's kind of cool looking thing. That's kind of neat. Here's Scale Surveyor. What the fuck is that? I hate it. 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 I hate looking at that thing. I hate everything about this thing. I don't like how it fucking looks. I hate this thing. I hate how this fucking thing looks. And yeah, and then you got the warrior guys like Genghis. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Abyss King Gilgamesh. Yeah, that goes hard. And then you just got, like, Scale Surveyor. And there's one we'll get to in a moment who also bothers me. Out comes Solomon. We can use Fuelos again. Fuelos is not once per turn, which is pretty cool. They add Griffin. Then just have Steve. They transform Solomon into King Tell. We're getting crazy draws here. Valor's in hand. Out comes Ragnarok. We have Ultimate Fusion in hand. That's pretty nice. Gilgamesh is back on board. They pop their Dark Contract. That lets Necro Slime do Necro Slime things. Out comes Divine Sage King. We have a rock. We now have a rock. Behold, rock! So he uses Ragnarok to try and stop the rock, but unfortunately, throughout the 5 billion cards he let me draw, I also drew Effect Veiler. Gotta love the twinks. Bye-bye! Have a beautiful time! goes their Dark Contract. Out comes Flame King Genghis. By the way, still getting draws from Fuwalos. Yeah, but it turns out after all that, they still ran out of time. They made the deck easier, and some people are still running out of time. And our final replay for today, at least of mine, unless someone pops in here with their own. We have another duel against, once again, the loader deck, but this person, I think, understood their deck a bit more than the previous one did. Listen, anytime I run across someone named Cynthia, I'm afraid. I hear the piano keys in my head immediately, and I'm like, oh god. Alrighty, we are going second. We have Blue Eyes, Valor, Kaibaman, Nibiru, and Prologue. Honestly, not a bad hand. They set the Queen Scales. Out comes the first Dark Contract. That adds Savant Kepler. Scare Roused. Yeah, she's up there. Oh, I should, you know what's funny? I mentioned this before, but I want to mention it on stream. I've been wanting to do stuff involving Dead by Daylight, but I don't play Dead by Daylight because I don't want to play Dead by Daylight, because Dead by Daylight, gameplay-wise, is fucking terrible. But lore-wise, and aesthetics-wise, and music-wise, I love Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is, like, fascinating, but the gameplay is ass. So I've been wanting to do something about Dead by Daylight involving all the killers, but I'm just not sure what to do. A Smasher Pass would be the easiest, but like... I think moreover, I just like want to talk about Dead by Daylight. Because I do actually think Dead by Daylight is a fascinating like world with like, good world building and lore, but the game is just not good. Got a great idea, oh lord. You know what? While you're cooking up that idea, give me a quick moment. I need a bathroom break. Alrighty, I am back. Pick two. Those two will protect you. The rest are trying to kill you. Who do you pick and how fucked are you? Okay, so like, I'm assuming you literally just mean the Dead by Daylight killers. In that case... Okay, this creates a problem because I think in a grand vacuum, almost all of them will be able to kill me no matter who I protect. Or who I have to protect me. So, like, the problem is, like, even if you were to go with the option of pick whoever is the least lethal against you, you'd still have to deal with everyone else's bullshit. There's, like, 30-something killers in Dead by Daylight. Hold on. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Yeah, there is 42 killers in Dead by Daylight. With power ranging from essentially like very angry but very powerful dudes like the Trapper and the Hillbilly, fucking the nurse who is literally inescapable. I'm not gonna be able to run away from her. We got Huntress throwing hatchets at you. The doctor is out here making me see shit that's not real. Fucking Freddy Krueger is sending me off to the nightmare realm. I'm sure as hell not dealing with Pinhead. I don't want the clown napping at my fingers. I can't run away from the spirit. The Legion is literally 4 niggas. I'm not running away from that. The Plague is out here vomiting fucking illness on me. Oni is literally gonna fucking berserker rush me. Deathslinger is gonna hook me. I do not want Pyramid Head after my ass. I don't want the Blight after my ass because he's gonna inject me with something. I might be able to reason with the twins. I think I can passively deal with the twins. Maybe. But I'm sure as hell not gonna be able to convince the Trickster about anything. Sure as hell not gonna be able to convince Nemesis of anything. The Artist is gonna send fucking very angry crows after me. The Onryo is going to be a really big problem. Yeah, Sadako is gonna be fucking huge issues. The Dredge is literally the embodiment of darkness. My name is not Chris Redfield, so I'm not fighting Wesker. The Knight, once again, is literally 4 niggas. I'm not gonna win that fight. The Skull Merchant is gonna cause some serious issues because I can't hide from drones. The Singularity literally hates humanity and will not protect me even if it was its job. The Xenomorph, I'm fucking done. Chucky, I could fuck up Chucky. I can do that. The Unknown, literally die. I'm not gonna be able to win against that. Vecna, I'm fucking dead. Dracula, I'm fucking dead. The Houndmaster, I'm not gonna be able to fucking fight off a really big, well-trained Cane Corso. No, that's not happening. On a good day, I might be able to talk with Ken Kaneki, but because of Dead by Daylight lore, I know that the entity kidnapped Kaneki when he was essentially at his lowest and most vulnerable point, so he's not going to be able to resist the urge to feed. Like, it's... Oh, and don't even get me started on fucking Springtrap and the cross... Yeah, nah, I'm beyond good. Yeah, I think if I were to pick any two, I'm taking Vecna and Dracula, but I'm still fucking dead. Even if you die, Vecna hits that resurrection. I don't think I want Vecna to resurrect me that way. I don't think I want that. The main reason I wanted to do this is because, like, I literally just, like, want to talk about the game and the lore, because, again, I find it's similar for me to, like, Fallout. I find the lore and the world building and everything else about except the actual gameplay, like, fascinating. I think they've done, like, a phenomenal job with the world and the world building in Dead by Daylight, and I love it. I just don't want to play the game. Put each killer through a gauntlet against 5 randomly chosen ones. I could do that. I could do that one relatively easily. See if they clear or whether they stop. Yeah, like a big, like, fight off would be a thing. But yeah, like I said, moreover, I just want to talk about them because, again, I find it truly fascinating. Like, I love Dead by Daylight's, like, world. It's so interesting. I just wish the game was better. I truly wish the game was better. Make sure you do it on one of my off days. Don't worry, it will be, like, a long time coming because it's definitely something I want to talk about. Oh god, there it was. I was mentioning the monster that like fucking also fucking bothers me. Yeah, this is DD Count Surveyor. I hate this. I fucking hate this. Oh lord, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Oh god. Oh, that's no, my brain making the upset chemicals. I hate how this thing looks. There goes our first pendulum summon, surprisingly. So a big problem with me when dealing with DDD is I'm not exactly sure where the best time to Nibiru them is. As evidenced by here. I Nibiru them here thinking, alrighty, that should be everything, right? Turns out it's not. I wanted to wait just a little bit longer until they had another, negate available. That probably would have been better to hold off until later. Bam! Alright, out comes the king. Alrighty, so the board I have to deal with is definitely substantially better than the one I would have had to deal with if I didn't Nibiru them. But King Machinex is still a very tough thing to deal with. Then they activate Dark Contract with the Witch. What does this do? You can send a DD or contract from hand to grave, target a card on the field, and destroy it. You can only use that effect once per turn. Fiend monsters gain 1,000 attack during your opponent's turn, and you take 1,000 damage like all the other contracts. So we're going to summon Kaiba Man here. Kaiba Man's going to get Imperm, so I'm not going to be able to bring out a Blue Eyes using him. Here's what I'll do, because conveniently, Nibiru is a level 11, meaning I can bring out Crimson with it. That'll let them activate Machinex, but I think I'll live. We're going to use Ghost Ogre here in order to get rid of him. That lets us grab Synchro Rumble. Zero Queen activates now, unfortunately destroying Crimson. I'm still going to use Synchro Rumble in order to bring out Kaiba Man, though. And we'll set Prologue and hold off. I didn't bring it out because I wanted Kaiba Man on the board necessarily, but more or less I want it for the protection. Because it will help protect a level 8 or 7 Dragon Synchro from getting destroyed, including by its own effects, which is going to be handy for when I summon Buster Dragon. So, we activate Prologue, we send Destruction Sword and Buster Blader, we reuse it here, bringing out the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman and Buster Blader, setting the DDs to defense, stopping them from using their effects, so we should be nice and good. They take some damage because of their contracts. They take Count Surveyor and Queen in order to make Gilgamesh. They set Kepler. They Pendulum Summon. Out comes another Queen. We send them away, though, in order to make Ragnarok. We add Swirl Slime to hand. Go into the battle phase in order to get rid of Kaiba Man. Fair enough, I suppose. We draw Buster Whelp, which is pretty nice. We're gonna slap the boy down. Out comes Spirit. We proc Spirit to grab Mausoleum. Using this, we can bring out our big old Blue Eyes, finally. Now let's Kaiba Man proc, who will add Chaos Max to hand. And now we swing! Yeah. But yeah, turns out Quing's pendulum effect lets her special summon herself when when one of their monsters is destroyed, allowing them to still use the effect to destroy afterwards, which not the best feeling. Yeah, and all I'm going to do right now is we're just going to take these two and go into spheres. Because I need to be able to live. And I'm not going to have any other way of doing that unless I do this. They'll take 1,000. They'll take another 1,000. We're going to activate spheres here. We'll banish the token to the ether. And we'll use sphere's effect in order to bring out Jet. So if I can survive this turn, I should be good. Emphasis on if. I would not surprise me if DDD was able to summon enough guys with enough damage to be able to kill me this turn. So I'm just hoping and praying right now. Out comes Oblivion King. Oblivion King revives Alfred. Out comes Slime. We blow up the Slime to bring out Typhon. Alfred sends them off in order to bring out Genghis. And then they go into the battle phase. But thankfully, they went into the battle phase and nothing else. So I was able to use Jet Dragon's effect to at least bounce one thing. I take some damage here, but it's damage I can live. I draw a Sage, but it doesn't matter anymore because I won. Dragonite, what do you mean you won? Their contracts are mandatory. It's time to pay the price, Cynthia. Always do your taxes! Do your taxes! It will stop you from sending yourself to the Shadow Realm! With that, I shall depart. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll come around for next time. Next time being Saturday, because we're back on schedule now. I'll never pay my taxes! Yeah, for Saturday, we'll have an interesting game on PlayStation 1. We're still not done with playing fighting games, and I have a really neat one on PlayStation 1. That's technically a fighting game. It's a fighting game by some people's definitions, but we're going to play it. But we'll see you then. Thank you! Later!